Hello everyone, welcome back to Matlab programming. Today we're going to learn a very interesting and useful feature in plotting called subplots. The subplot command will enable us to divide the figure or the plotting figure into a smaller section and then draw separate distinctive functions and plots inside each one of these subdivided grids. So let me show you what is the format of subplot, what the format of subplot will be. I put comment here so you can see what I'm doing. So subplot will have three elements, M, N, and P. M refers to as number of rows, N refers to number of columns, and P indicates which area we are interested in, which area we are graphing the plot in, which area we are graphing the plot. For example, if I put subplot 2 to 1, what it means is divide the figure into 2 rows, 2 columns, which means four spaces. Imagine this Matlab interface that you see and divide it into 4 sections. Here will be 1, then 2, here 3 and 4. We call it the subplot. And when we say 1, it means that come to the first portion, the upper left portion of the square, and we're plotting in that. For example, I put subplot 2 to 1, and Matlab creates something like this. And I would like to say that plot x and sine of x here. And notice when I hit enter, if I come, you see that Matlab plots the sine in this area. Why? Why not on the second part? Because first of all, we have four sections, and we told Matlab that we're interested in the first element, the first section of the graph. Therefore, Matlab jumps into this part. What if I put 2, 1, 1? If I do that, now Matlab just divides the whole graph into 2 sections, because I told Matlab I have 2 rows, 1 column, and I'm interested in the first element, the upper left. So 2 sections, upper left will be this first item. And if I put plot sine, now sine will be drawn on only this part. How about I want to go subplot 2, 1, 2. Now I'm interested in the second part. Then you see that a new section is dedicated for the second plot, and I can go plot x and cosine of x on the second part. And you see Matlab just draws on the second item. It's noteworthy to mention we are fully able to apply what we learned before here as well. So if I come here, you see that all those customization, all those modifications are available here as well. Let me clear the screen. We also have some specific graphs and plots that we work with them a lot. One of them is bar. So if I put bar y, and you see that we do have the bar graph like this. Let me clear. Another graph that will work a lot is bar 3. Let me bring the x value and also y1, y2, y3, and y4. So I do have x, y1, y2, y3, and y4. One of the famous functions that we work is bar 3. Let's go y1. So what bar 3 does is create a 3D graph of a 3-dimensional graph of the y function in the bar format. Another one is pi. So pi of x will be a pi function, maybe because it was too small. Let me create pi of y2. You see that it's a bar graph. There are special graphs that we worked with them a lot, and we're going to learn some of them here. Let me clear and CLC. Let me create x equals 1 through, let's go 5, 3, and 9. And then y, I'm going to create x 1 through 5. So what I did is to put x here, the whole x comes here, and then 1 through 5 will also be added to that part. Let me take the semicolon so you see that what we have created. This is the y function. Now let me create subplot of 2 and 2 and 1. So we have 4 figures and we're interested in the first one. Let's go like that. Let's go bar of x, and for the title let's go bar graph for vector x. Sorry, a bar graph for vector x. Now if I activate the graph, you see that we have the title and we also have the bar graph. In the next part, let's go to subplot 2, 2, and 2. So we're interested in the second part. In this part, let's go bar of y. And for the title, let's go with a bar graph for y. That's good. And if I activate it, you see that now we do have a bar graph, and because it has different values, it has 2 rows. So this is the row 1 and this is the row 2, and because we do have different elements, it has different colors automatically. We're also able to change the colors and the stuff that we learned previously. For the subplot 2, 2, 3, let's go bar 3 of y. Bar 3 of y, and for the title we go, this is a bar graph bar 3 graph for y. And when I create this, you see that now our bar graph is created in a three-dimensional form. And lastly, for subplot 2, 2, and 4, we can go with pi of x. Title, this is a pi graph for x. And now you see that I've created a bar graph for x too. It is very, very easy and convenient to plot graphs, very sophisticated graphs, inside Matlab very easily. Also, you are able to create different forms for graphs and histograms and stuff like this here, and work with labels. You can type label, X value, and just customize it as you wish. There are a lot of customization options available for you. Hope you enjoyed this part, and I see you in next video.